Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Woo, Heavenly Father, listen. We're going to pray first because this is serious. I started talking about one thing, and that was identity theft. And the Heavenly Father took me from the identity theft to something much more bigger than that. You too, I would suggest that you let this play because you just might be a victim in this situation, or your family member, or your friend, or your coworker, or your colleague. To the FBI, we're talking about over 20,000 homes around me. 20,000 different homes around me. I'm going to talk about my community. I'm going to tell you what the Secret Society organization did and why they did it. They went to each neighborhood in a community. They chose one neighbor in each community, right? And then they went around to the community and they told lies on that particular person. So they turned the whole community against the neighbor. The neighbor don't even have to know the community, but they told them lies and rumors in regards to their threat, they're unsafe, they can't be trusted, stay away from them. In my particular case, in my neighborhood, my community, right? They chose 250 homes to do this to. The 250 homes is all married couples. Not all the married couples have children, but some of them do. They did not tell these people that they poisoned all of them. Every last one of them, they poisoned, including their children. They did not tell them the truth. What they did was they had the neighbors and the community focus on one particular target. They placed illusions over them so that they could not see truth and clarity. They placed illusions over the rest of the community. What the communities did not know was the secret society had builders. They had builders who already came into the location, looked at all the homes, and they decided, I want it. They decided, how can we get these people out of here? FBI agents. We're talking about over 20,000 homes. They already poisoned the people. They already poisoned the children. Every last one of them has 100% potion poison in them. They all have 15 blood clots and they all have brain cancer with 15 cancers brewing in them right now. I tried to warn everybody about this family. This is what the secret society did. They got somebody in front of the community who wore a very good mask and they trusted. They trusted. They believed everything they said. They did not tell my community that I am the Messiah, earth angel chosen, when they didn't tell them that part. So they had the people start attacking me spiritually. The people are still wondering why I'm still here. Why am I not dead? It was not me that they was killing. It was you. It was not me that was poisoning. It was you. I was the illusion. That's what they made me, the illusion. So that you would stay focused on me and you would not know what they're doing to you. They took the communities and they brought them into an event, a meeting, to discuss with them about the neighbor. Every target in every community is not a threat. They mind their business. They don't mess with nobody. But in order for the community to believe them, they lied. They spread rumors. They even printed up lie documents, fraudulent signatures, and showed the community so that the community could be blinded and keep their focus on the target, not knowing that these people poisoned every last one of you and your children. They were after your homes. You have 20,000 homes, 250 around me, where they poison everybody. Everybody they poison. Deanna went further than that. And I'm pretty sure if they did that in my community, they did it in everybody else's community. She took her tainted blood from HIV and put it in the food that everybody ate, including your children. They made sure that you received 100% poison, brain cancer, 15 other cancers, and 15 blood clots to take you out of here. The builders already came to the community, scoped out the location, and decided they wanted the homes. They were going to rebuild on them. They needed to get you out of the way. My Lord. They needed to get you out of the way. They gave the children the same amount of poison, blood clots, and cancer. You can go to the hospital and they will confirm you have HIV, and they will confirm you were poisoned, and they will see the 15 blood clots. I'm not just talking about my community. They did it in Egg Harbor City, Galloway Township, Atlantic City, Pleasantville, Pomona, Hamilton, Atco, Hamilton, Cherry Hill. They had one person come represent the secret society organization. They wore a mask to get the community to come against one person in your community. It was to take your focus off of what they was really after, in which it was your homes. Archangel Michael, Armor Up This Channel message. This is so sad. It's a lot of people that they poison. Archangel Michael, brother, Armor Up This Channel message, please, and thank you. Are we good, brother? Thank you. Heavenly Father, I call upon you right now here before the world publicly. Is everything I just said to the FBI true? If it is, Heavenly Father, go towards the screen right now. Let's clear it out. Heavenly Father, if my community goes to the hospital right now and they take an HIV test and they take a poison test, will the test come out positive for the adults and the children? If it will come out positive, go towards the screen right now. Heavenly Father, did they do everything that they did in this community and other communities? We have Atlantic City, Pleasantville, Pomona, Hamilton, Atco, Galloway, Hamilton, and Cherry Hill. Did they have the secret society go into the neighborhoods as a trusted source, wearing a mask? They chose one person in the neighborhood and lied to all the neighbors in the neighborhood to come against this person. to place illusions over the target, to steal all their homes and poison them and give them HIV. If everything I just said is true, go towards the screen, please. I tried to warn all of you what was going on with this family. I started talking about my case here, about them stealing my identity. I'm on unemployment. I get a blue envelope. We all know you get a blue envelope every single week to tell you when to call. Every week. I have not received a blue envelope for the last 6 weeks. So I knew for a fact they were stealing the mail. Because the mail would come every week with the envelope. If I didn't get any other mail, I would get that blue envelope. You all know what I'm talking about. It's the unemployment envelope. That blue paper that tells you the next time you call to get a check. I haven't seen it for 6 weeks. So I knew they was taking the mail. First, Brian was picking up the mail from the Egg Harbor City, New Jersey post office. And then once I exposed him publicly, Deanna was meeting with the mail clerk to collect my mail. A lot of you are going to go to the hospital, take a poison test and an HIV test, and it's going to come out positive. What they did, FBI agents, they got the communities to come in for a meeting with the representative that they sent in from the secret society organization as a trusted source. They went around to everybody in the community. They chose one person to be a target. They told them lies, had them spread rumors, smear campaigns, hate trains on that one neighbor. They wanted to build up a trust with the secret society representative. When these folks came to the meeting, they supplied food, they supplied wine, they supplied water, they supplied sodas. These folks did not know that they poisoned the wine. They poisoned the food with 100% poison. The people who came as representatives of the secret society organization was all HIV positive. And every last one of them that went into these communities, they all put their tainted blood in the food, in the wine. They wanted to make sure that they could human sacrifice these people as soon as possible. This is what I wrote to the FBI agents on Facebook. I want to get this out. Because they sent their builders into the communities. They scoped out the land and they said, I want it and I want you out of it. Attention FBI agents, you currently have 250 people who are dead men and women walking. There's 45 people right now in the community that's sick from it. 45. It's sad. There's 45 sick right now, and the rest of you, 205, you're going to follow them. What they're going through right now is going to happen to you. They made sure to get 100% potion poison in all of you. They made sure of it. They made sure that the food was tainted with HIV blood. Deanna, the sister, was the spokesperson for the secret society meeting she had with all 250 of you so that you would trust her, and you did. It took one person. And I hope you spread this video all over to everybody. It only took for one person to knock on my door in this community to ask me the question, is it true? That's it. One person, all you had to do was knock on the door and ask me the question. Is the lies and rumors that I'm hearing true? But you didn't. You did not. You went with it. You believed it. You believed the wrong person. And because you believed the wrong person, now you're poisoned. Now you have HIV inside of you. They didn't care about you or your children. All they cared about was stealing your homes. One person. That's all you had to do, was send one person to knock on my door. Did you see the confirmation? If you think I'm sitting here happy because of what they've done to you, I'm not happy at all. I am disappointed. Because I would never, ever believe a lie or a rumor that somebody came and told me without going to the source and asking them, is this true? But all of you decided not to do that. It's sad. It's very sad. This is what they're doing. They're taking builders going into each community. Each community. Because they want your homes. Unbeknown to you, they were never after me. They knew they couldn't defeat me. I was your illusion. They were after all of you. All 250 of you. And your homes. Let's keep going. I came on here to do an identity theft for myself. And then the Heavenly Father said, oh no, let's roll it all out. Deanna placed her tainted blood in the food and your wine before everyone ate it. I'm going to break it down for you, community. This is sad. There was 200 married couples. You're all married. 200 married couples and your children. Not everybody has children. There was 100 females, 100 males. There was 45 African Americans they poisoned, 30 Caucasians they poisoned, 25 Spanish they poisoned with the females in my community around my location. There was 100 males they poisoned, 45 African Americans, 30 Caucasians, 25 Spanish. There was 50 of your children in your marriages that they did poison. There was 20 African American children, 10 Caucasians, 20 Spanish. You can go to the hospital right now. You'll get a positive poison test and a positive HIV test for you, your husband, and your children. I tried to warn y'all. I did. They human sacrificed 250 married couples and their children. She poisoned the whole fucking community. Along with their children. They all have HIV, brain cancer, along with other cancers in your body. 2 tests will confirm everything I said. They sacrificed the whole community. They did not just do it in this neighborhood. They did not. They did the same thing in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Pleasantville, New Jersey, Pomona, New Jersey, Hamilton, New Jersey, Petco, New Jersey, Galloway Township, New Jersey, Hamilton, New Jersey, and they also did it in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. They went into the communities and had meetings with everybody. They decided on a target. And they brought them together in a meeting and they gave them food, soda, water, wine. And they poisoned it, unbeknown to all of you, in different communities, in different cities. The builders was after your homes. They knew for a fact I wouldn't sell mine to them. They knew for a fact who I was. The secret society position. They know who I am. They know they couldn't defeat me. So they came after all of y'all. My identity theft, this is where I started off, talking about that. And then the Heavenly Father brought the rest of the truth in. I don't have any poison in me. I don't have any HIV in me. They knew I would be able to see them. So they didn't try it with me. They knew they could place black magic over you, illusions over you, so you couldn't see. They took my energy. Listen to me, community. Deanna took my energy and she placed it over her to cloak her evilness. When you was talking to her, you thought you was talking to divine energy and you were not. You were tricked. She tricked you. They did the same thing for the other communities. They placed the person representing them in divine energy when they're karmic. They went to the communities, called meetings, had people believe them, and they poisoned them. And your children. Just like my community all in the world. All the other neighbors out here. They put black magic over you, glamour spells over you so that you can see them in a mask that is not them. You've seen them as somebody else. And when you trusted them, they poisoned you. I recognize they're still removing my mail from the post office box in Egg Harbor City, New Jersey. I talked about the envelope from the envelope from the unemployment office stopped 5 weeks ago. This is where they fucked up. This is how I knew for a fact they stole my mail. She collected the mail from a Caucasian male in the post office. He is a clerk. He is 65 years old, married, 5 children, 4 sons, 1 daughter, 8 grandchildren, 6 granddaughters, and 2 grandsons. I seen cancer in his body. I went in to get my mail from the post office box, and I seen the cancer and the blood clots and the HIV in his body. Deanna poisoned him for a human sacrifice, just like she did the rest of the community, along with you and your children. She paid him $300 a week to remove my mail. This has been going on for the last 5 years, FBI agents. The last 5 years. I walked away from this family over 5 years ago. There's no reason why this family should be messing with my mail, especially when they was messing with it when it was in my post office. I mean, when it was in my mailbox in front of my home, they started stealing it. Therefore, I brought a post office box, and 5 years later, they still stealing my mail from my post office box. The post office clerk takes my mail and meet Deanna. Since I exposed Brian picking it up, that's the brother, Deanna's sister. Deanna's brother. Since I exposed Brian picking up the mail from the post office box, and they knew I did online, publicly, and on Facebook, she decided to tell the post office clerk to meet her and give her my mail. What you didn't know, community, is they planned out for the majority to be out of here by November of this year. That was the potion date, death date. Mr. Post Office Clerk, you're going to look at my sermon and you're going to see what I'm about to tell you, and you're going to panic. But see, they didn't tell you I was the Messiah, and they didn't tell you should not have ever touched my mail. But you did. Sir, you have 100% potion poison in you, 15 blood clots, just like the community and their children do. In every community where they poisoned them at the meeting. You have 15 blood clots, sir. She made sure you had 100% poison in you. You have 2 blood clots in the left upper arm, 3 in the right lower arm, 5 in the upper left leg, and 5 in the lower right leg. You had sex with my sister. And you didn't know that she gave you HIV. You had sex with her. That's how they got you. She did a love spell. Sex magic. That's how she got you with the glamour spell to steal the mail. And you're married. And you gave it to your wife. You have brain cancer from her and 15 other cancers developing in your body right now. Just like the community do. They plan for you to be human sacrifice by November 2026. This is sad. This is nothing to take lightly. We're talking about over 20,000 homes they did this to. Married couples and their families for money. Mr. Post Office Clerk, 65-year-old Caucasian male, you had sex with her 5 times as she put a love spell on you and gave you HIV. You took it home to your wife. Your wife is currently cheating with 5 husbands. They took it home to their 5 wives. These husbands cheated with 7 other women, and they took it home to their 7 husbands. And it goes on and on and on. And nobody knows they're HIV positive. This is what Deanna started. Just from you, Mr. Post Office Clerk. Now we have people out here married, having sex with people unprotected, infecting them with HIV. Your description, Mr. Post Office employee, you're Caucasian male, 65 years old, height 6'3", weight 225 pounds. You wear glasses, head slightly bald, black and gray. You have a mustache, 5 tattoos, 5 left upper arm. That's where your tattoos are located. You and your wife received HIV from Deanna, and your wife, unbeknown to her, she is HIV positive, spreading it out to husbands and their wives, cheating, unbeknown to them. Deanna gave them HIV as they cheat, spreading it into many more marriages. And when I tell you spread it out to many more marriages, it's an understatement. It's disgusting. This is a group of 250 people who have now been poisoned and given HIV, purposely given HIV. I ran into Miss Rennie. She's one that lives in the community. I looked at her and I seen the cancers and the blood clots in her body. And I was shocked. This is when I knew she was involved with my family to attack me. And Miss Rennie, they poisoned you and your 3 daughters and your son-in-law too. You all have 100% poison in you, HIV. 15 blood clots, brain cancer with 15 other cancers developing in your body as I speak. You cannot say I didn't warn you against these people. You didn't believe me. You believed them. And because you believed them, they poisoned you. They human sacrificed you for the organization. They gave you the same amount of poison, Miss Rennie and your 3 daughters and your son-in-law, 100% potion poison, 15 blood clots, brain cancer with 15 other cancers. They set you all up. They did not just do it in this community, as I said. They have hit 20,000 homes of married couples and their children, and they poisoned them so that they can steal their homes. FBI agents, let's look to see how many D's they have in their hands, the secret society organization for this community. How many D's do they have? The Heavenly Father states they had 65 meetings on how to get this project done, meaning stealing all 250 of your homes. 65 meetings, they discussed it. Deanna placed illusions over all of you so you couldn't see truth and clarity. They presented an energy before you of me that was not me. But you fell for it because it's an illusion. And since you don't have spiritual eyes, spiritual ears, or spiritual energy to read, you didn't know. All it took was one knock on the door, and it could have saved your life. One knock. This is for every neighborhood. Whatever neighborhood and communities they did this in, you came against your neighbor when they was really coming against all of you. All you had to do was knock on the door and ask the neighbor, is the lies and rumors that they true? But you didn't. One knock could have saved 250 people's lives. Let's continue. The Heavenly Father said that there's 45 of you that is currently sick right now in the community. You're sick because they poisoned you and they purposely gave you HIV. Heavenly Father, are all 45 homeowners in Egg Harbor City, New Jersey? Yes. The 45 people sick right now are all homeowners. This was a project plan they executed in different towns, in different communities. They wanted you out of here by November. This is crazy. This is crazy. FBI agents, let's take a look together to see how many she poisoned and gave them HIV with her tainted blood. All 250 people she did this to for the secret society. The project was to take your homes and resell them. They already have the 250 deeds in their hands already. They already have building plans for your homes. I'm pretty sure if they did it in this community, they did it in the other communities too. That was the whole plan and project. Send in a representative from the organization that the communities would trust. They sent her in to this community because she is my sister. And they figured you would trust her. And you did. Not knowing. It was not me they was baiting in. It was all of you. My family knows for a fact who I was. I talked about them siphoning, harvesting, and stealing my divine energy for years. I talked about how they sex trafficked me to different contracted men. I talked about it. So I don't understand, community, why you could not see that who she proclaimed to be was a lie. If I'm sitting here telling you they stole my divine energy, that should tell you that I'm a divine being. But again, when you live in the flesh and not in the spirit, you will not be able to see darkness because you are limited right here, restricted. They filled you with noise of lies, rumors, smear campaigns, and hate trains, and you went for it. You jumped right on board. Right on board. And because you do not live from your spirit, you couldn't hear it, you couldn't see it, and you couldn't feel it. They got in, gained your trust, and then you ate from them. We have to do better than this, communities. Because if we would have did better than this, there would not be thousands of people dying slowly right now. The Heavenly Father didn't put you in a neighborhood with people to not help them, support them, uplift them, increase them, and expand them. And when we talk about that, that could be in many kinds of ways. Do you need anything? Can I help you with something? Well, I know a person that can do this for you, or I know a person that can do that for you. We're so quick to jump on the hate trains instead of helping each other. You jumped on the hate train. You jumped into the smear campaigns. You believed the lies and the rumors. You believed it. I talked about my sermons. When you play in the dark and the principalities with the entities, see an opportunity to come get you. They will. They know you're in the dark. They know you can't see them. Here they come. So because a lot of people in the community decided not to go to that individual, knock on the door and ask a question, you let the darkness of these people come into your life and turn it upside down because you trusted them. That means to me all 250 of you knew they was taking my mail and stealing it. You decided not to say anything. You decided to be quiet. You decided to believe them. And because you did, they repaid you with death. I want you to think about something here today, community. I want you to ask yourself a question. Why do you think the kingdom parents placed me, the Messiah, in your community? Why do you think they did that? It was because I was placed here to save your life. It was because they seen what was coming to you before you seen what was coming to you. It was because they thought you would come knock on my door and ask me if the lies was true. They had your ancestors warn you. First they had me warn you, then your ancestors, then the kingdom parents themselves warned you. You stole with these people in the dark. And you thought nobody was watching you. Heaven was watching you. Hell was watching you. The kingdom parents was watching you. Your ancestors was watching you. The demons, dark entities and dark spirits and the principalities was watching you. Just to see what you would do. This goes for every community, not just mine. And out of all these communities, we got Atlantic City, New Jersey, Pleasantville, Pomona, Hamilton, Athol, Galloway Township, New Jersey, Hamilton, and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. All these communities, not one person went and knocked on that person's door who they said target. Not one person. Now, the one person in every single community where you neighbors and communities attack that person spiritually is the only one in your community with their children that is not poison. But the rest of you are. The rest of you are. One knock. One knock. You trusted a demon. You trusted a parasitic energy vampire. You trusted an organization that placed you on the board as pawns, and they used you to pay off their karmic debt, and you fell for it. And once you fell for it, they said, let's execute them. And they did. They did. The people you should trust, you don't. The people you should not trust, you do. And the only reason why you trust them is because they put black magic over you. They put illusions in front of you. They cloak themselves in energy that is not theirs. But yet you believe them. Not one person in all these communities, I want to find out how many people they poisoned, but not one person in all these communities took a step back. Not one person in these communities took a step back to think, wait a minute, Have you ever seen her do that? No, I ain't never seen her do that. Have you ever seen her do that? No. Well, if the person been in our neighborhood for all these years and we never seen her do that, then why are they saying that? Not one person. Let me tell you why you didn't do that. Because they put black magic over you. They mind manipulated you. And the only way a person can put black magic on you and manipulate the time, the energy, the space is if you're in a low vibration. If you was in a high vibration, it wouldn't have touched you. But you were in a low vibration and they knew it. They knew you was in a low vibration. They knew the black magic would work just like that. They knew it. All they needed to do was get you to the food and the drink. And once they seen they accomplished that, they celebrated. Did you see the Heavenly Father just highlight the room? Once they see you ate that food with 100% poison in it and HIV tainted blood, they know they won. They celebrated. This is why, brothers and sisters, listen to me. We live in an evolution right now. I'm being honest with you. We live in an evolution right now. Everything you do in the dark, hell is going to come after you and equal out the scales. I just gave you the coded key to hell. Everything you do in the dark in this new evolution, hell is going to equal it in the scales with you. That's how it goes from now on. Everybody's being held accountable. And this is what hell's doing for you. Anybody that came through your energetic signature is included too. I just gave you the code. So anytime you think you're being sneaky, you think you're working in the dark, I want you to know hell's going to make sure they equal scales in your life. And unfortunately, the secret society organization knew that as they dragged all of you into the darkness so that hell could come and equal out the scales. They did not want you to see, so they kept your focus on me. By you keeping your focus on me, they sent in the enemy to you. Confirmation coming through the window and the light. So I want all of you sitting here today, watching me. Everybody you targeted in your communities has 0% poison in them, 0% HIV. All of you who attacked have the 100% poison, the blood clots, the cancers, and the HIV. Confirmation coming right through the window. I speak truth and clarity. I don't have no reason to sit up here and lie. And when you go to the hospital to get your test, they're going to come out positive for HIV and poison. The one in your neighborhood that you targeted is the one you should have been very, very nice to. Very, very nice to. Because what the Heavenly Father is telling me here today, everyone that you targeted is fine, safe. They was protected. Why was they protected? Because the Heavenly Father and Universal Earthly Mother Nature seen what the secret society was doing to steal your homes and to remove you from them. That's what they was doing. So the person that you all targeted, they knew they were innocent. They knew they didn't do anything. So therefore, that is why they were protected. That is why your black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, sanctuary, necromancy did not work on them. But all the black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, sanctuary, and necromancy worked on you. And that is because you took your power and you authorized them in your life. You authorized it. Not the person you targeted, you. So we have 45 people currently in the community that's sick, trying to figure out what's wrong with them. It's the poison, it's the blood clots, it's the cancer, and it's the HIV, all working together. And that is where everybody else is going to follow them. Because you should have went to the kingdom parents first. Instead of idolizing over the Heavenly Father, the universal earthly mother of nature, a male or female's voice in truth. You have a lot to think about here today. I don't know how many times I preached about stop seeing people from the flesh and look at them from the spirit. I gave out the spiritual weapons and said, follow this. If one fails, don't trust them. But you ignored all of it. From me, from your ancestors, and from the kingdom parents. You ignored all of it when all of us was here to save your lives. But you decided to mock them. You decided to make fun of them. And the whole time, you thought you was playing the targets, and they all was playing you. They all was playing you. So I want you to go back to the secret society. All of you. Go back to the secret society. All of you. And ask them to save you. I promise you, they're going to tell you, I don't know you. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do nothing. And ask them, are you going to help me out with my treatments? And they're going to tell you no. That's on you. That's what they do with everybody when you come after them. You were a loose end, a pawn on a game. And once they got you to help them and took your minds off of what they was really doing behind the scenes against you, when they placed your minds on me, they kept your focus on me. So you couldn't even see they was poisoning you just to get your homes, just to make a profit off of your homes, rebuild them, and do what they want. They already had the deeds in their hand. And if you want to know if your mayors knew about it, yes, they did. If you want to know, did your governments know about it? Yes, they did. They knew they was coming into the location. They knew they was looking at the homes and your location. They knew they was looking at the land your home sat on and your locations. So let me see how much your mayors and how much your governors is going to help you. I guarantee you they'll tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what she's talking about. Of course they would say that. They already were successful. They already gotten you what they needed. Now they just watch the countdown. And they made sure to get the whole family out. Like they did with Miss Rennie and her 3 daughters and your son-in-law. They made sure they got all of y'all. These are the people you trusted. You trusted the enemy that came in to defeat all of you. And that's sad. That's sad. And they did it in every community. I want to see how many homes they affected. Heavenly Father, can you tell me how many homes? No, to the people. How many people did they poison in their homes for this project? I told y'all they was getting prepared for the 2029 New World Order. Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's a joke to you. I told you. They was going to take out FBI agents. How many times did I say they're going to take out a lot of people at one time in groups? What did I say? If you was following me, you would have seen what I said. I tried to warn everybody. I said they're going to take them out in groups. And the enemy had you believe them over me. And now look. They accomplished their goal. They already have your life insurance policies printed up with your credentials on them and your DocuSign signature. And they fill them out for your children with your signature too. Heavenly Father, these 20,000 homes, can you give me a number of how many people they poison 100%, please? This is crazy. The Heavenly Father sends the right people in your life to warn you, let you know what's going on. And you listen to the enemy. How many people are we talking about, Heavenly Father? Are we in the millions? No. Are we over 10,000? Are we over 20,000, Heavenly Father? This is sad. Are we over 50,000, Heavenly Father? No. Are we over 30,000, Heavenly Father? They poisoned over 30,000 people. Wow. In their homes, just to steal your homes from you. We have 30,000, 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 30,900 people so far. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We have 30,980 people that they poison. They already have the deeds to your homes. They already signed, printed out the life insurance policies on all of you. If everything I'm saying is true, Heavenly Father, can you go towards the screen for the public, please, and thank you. Whew. The one person in your neighborhood that you should have listened to was spiritual. And they knew it. They knew they could see through the illusions. The one person you should have trusted, you didn't. You trusted the enemy. And that's why they took that person for you to target. I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to get that out to the FBI. So when all these people start showing up sick, when they all find out they have cancer, I am giving you the heads up as to why. They were all poisoned. They all listened to the enemy. They all ate the food, drank the wine. As these people sat there and watched them eat it and drink the wine, the water, and the sodas. May the Heavenly Father and Universal Mother bless all of you